always ordering me around.
You hear me, Scout?
I have to talk to Atticus. Hey, Miss Maudie.
Scout!
I'm talking to Miss Maudie.
Do you smell my mimosa? Angel's breath.
Yes, ma'am.
You hear those birds? Do you hear the mockingbirds?
Yes, sir. When Atticus gave Jem and me air rifles, he told us never to shoot mockingbirds.
And he's right. Mockingbirds just make music. They don't eat up people's gardens or nest in corn cribs. They don't do one thing except sing their hearts out. That's why it's a sin to kill a mockingbird.
Miss Molly, this is an old neighborhood, ain't it?
Been here longer than the town.
No, I mean the folks on the street. They're all old. Miss Stephanie's old, and Mr. Bose's near 100, and you're old, and Atticus, well, he's ancient.
Not being wheeled around yet. Neither is your father.
He's nearly 50. When Jem asked him why he's so old, he said he got started late.
You're lucky. You and Jem have the benefit of your father's age. If Atticus was 30, I'd like quite different.
I sure would. Atticus can't do anything.
Well, what do you want him to do?
Run for sheriff, drive a dump truck for the county, farmer, or work in a garage, or something else worth mentioning. Other fathers, they play poker, and they go hunting, and they fish.
It seems to me you'd be proud of him.
Why? He works in a law office, and he reads.
Hey, Scout.
The way some folks are starting to go about, you would think he was running a still.
Hey, Scout. How can your daddy defend niggers?
Walter Cunningham, if you keep that up, I'm going to give you another weapon.
Scout's daddy defends niggers.
Are you going to take that back, boy?
You gonna make me? My pop says niggers ought to hang from the water tank.
Oh, I'll never talk to you again. As long as I live, I hate you, and I despise you, and I hope you die tomorrow.
Well, everyone in this town says your daddy's a disgrace.
Come back here, you coward.
Everyone!
You're a coward!
Scout, I told you to come and walk before your father gets home.
I told you in a minute.
Your brother's already wrong. Why can't you behave as well as Jem?
Because he's older than me, and you know it. Ow! The water's too hot.
Keep scrubbing. Even in 1935, Macomb, Alabama is already an old town. A tired old town. In rainy weather, the streets turn to red slop, grass grows on the sidewalks, the courthouse sags in the square, old mules hitched to Hoover carts flick flies in the shade. There's no hurry because there's nowhere to go, nothing to buy, and no money to buy it with. Macomb County had recently been told that it had nothing to fear but fear itself.
Lack of money is no excuse for the Bradleys to let their place go like that. At least they could cut the Johnson grass and rattle tobacco. But, of course, they're Bradleys.
According to Miss Stephanie, everybody in Macomb has a streak. A drinking streak, a gambling streak, a mean streak, a funny streak.
They most certainly do. Noel Atkinson minds his own business. Every third Meriwether is morbid. The truth is not in the Delafields. All the Bufords walk like that, and if Miss Grace sips gin out of Lydia Pinkham bottles, it's nothing unusual. Her mother did the same. As for the Bradleys...
Afternoon, ladies.
Judge Taylor, Sheriff.
Atticus, you home?
Not yet, Mr. Taylor. Afternoon, Judge Taylor.
Cap, tell me we're passing by.
Want to give you a call?
We'll be seeing him anyway.
Change into a clean blouse.
As for the Bradleys...
Do you think that Boo Bradley's still alive?
His name's Arthur, and he's still alive.
Well, how do you know?
What a morbid question. I know because I haven't seen him carried out yet.
Well, Jem said maybe he died when they stuffed his body up the chimney.
He just stays in the house, that's all. Wouldn't you stay in the house if he didn't want to come out?
But I'd want to come out.
When that boy was in his teens, he took up with some bad ones from Old Sarah, probably drinking stump-hole whiskey. They were arrested on charges of disorderly conduct, disturbing the peace, and using abusive and profane language in the presence and hearing of a female. Bill was released to his father, who shut him up in that house, and he hasn't been seen again for 15 years.
Now she'll tell you what happened 15 years later.
Boo Bradley was sitting in the living room, cutting some items from the Maycomb Tribune to post in his scrapbook. As his father passed by, Boo drove the scissors into his parents' leg, pulled them out, wiped them on his pants, and resumed his activities. Boo was then 33. Mr. Bradley said no Bradley was going to any insane asylum, so he shut him up in that house where he has been ever since. Or Miss Maudie here would have seen him carried out.
All my life I've never seen him.
I saw him. It was stormy, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and there was Boo Bradley, his face like a skull, looking in the window, staring at me in my bed.
Well, what did you do?
She scared him away.
How?
She moved over in bed to make room for him.
Now, Miss Maudie, you have a streak I could not properly describe in front of this young lady.
She's right. Afternoon, Mrs. Dubose. You must smell my mimosa. Angel's breath.
Hey, Scout.
Alabama must be playing in the Rose Bowl with Jem Finch scoring a touchdown.
Where do you think you're going this time of day, Jeremy Finch? Off playing hooky, I suppose? I'll just call up the principal and tell him.
It's Saturday, Mr. Bose.
Does your father know where you are?
Of course he does.
Well, Miss Molly told me you broke down her scuppernong arbor this morning. She gonna tell your daddy and you gonna wish you ain't never seen the light of
I
day.
haven't been anywhere near her.
Don't you contradict me, boy. If you ain't sent to reform school before next week, my name's not DeBose.
Why is she so mean?
Reverend Sykes, please. You must confine your quiet to the colored church.
Excuse us, Mr. Bowes. We're making a special visit to our parishioners. Miss Cal?
Afternoon, Reverend Sykes.
It's about Brother Tom Robinson's trouble. We have to do more for his wife and children.
Yes, Reverend.
These are dark days, days of trials and tribulations.
Yes, Reverend.
The collection for the next 3 Sundays will go to his wife.
Yes.
Please, encourage everyone to bring what they can, everyone.
Why are you taking up collection for Tom Robinson's wife?
To tell the truth, Helen's finding it hard to go work these days.
Well, I know Tom's done something awful, but why won't folks hire Helen?
Well, folks say it ain't just,
Yes, Mom.
I told you to stay out of town, now you hear?
I hear.
it's having nothing to do with his family.
Bob Yule and his daughter Mayella. Good times or bad, they live off in the country in a cabin by the garbage dump near a small Negro settlement. The only thing Bob Yule can hold on to that makes him feel better than his nearest neighbors is, if scrubbed with live soap in very hot water, his skin is white.
Why did you stop talking? It was just the Yules.
I'm not surprised they stopped talking.
We have a lot of calls to make. Goodbye, Miss Jean Louise.
Call me Scout.
See you Sunday, Miss Cal.
We'll bring all we can.
Bye. What did Tom Robinson do?
You mean, what do they say he did? Old Mr. Bob Yule accused Tom of raping the girl and had him arrested, put in jail.
But everyone in Macon knows what kind of folks the Yules are.
What was all that noise about?
Jem, what's rape?
Ask Cap.
I think give it an ask your father. We'll be eating soon.
I would just like to know. Hey,
Hey yourself. I'm Charles Baker Harris. I can read.
So what?
I just thought you'd like to know. Folks call me Dill. I'm staying here with my Aunt Rachel.
you're sort of scrawny.
Well, I'm little, but I'm old.
How old's your father?
Haven't got one.
Is he dead?
No.
Well, if he's not dead, then you've got one, haven't you?
Never mind her, Dill.
If his father isn't dead, how can you say he hasn't got one? How can you say he hasn't?
Read your face. How do you do, Mr. Nathan?
Afternoon.
That is Boo Radley's older brother. Boo Radley's older brother. All by himself. And he hasn't come out in 20 or 30 years.
30 years? Some thought when old Mr. Radley died that Boo would have to come out, but Nathan moved in and took his father's place.
I wonder what he does. Looks like he'd have to stick his head out the door sometime.
I think he comes out when it's pitch dark. Azaleas will because he breathes on them. Nobody ever touches a pecan that falls from the Radley pecan tree. It'll kill you. I've seen his tracks many a morning in our backyard. One night, I heard him scratching on the back screen.
I wonder what he looks like.
Judging from his tracks, he's about 6.5 feet tall. He eats raw squirrels and any cats he can catch. What teeth he has are yellow and rotten. His eyes pop, and most of the time he drools.
Well, let's make him come out.
Make Boo Radley come out?
If you want to get yourself killed, all you gotta do is go up and knock on that door.
You're too scared. Too scared to put your big toe in the front lawn.
I ain't scared, just respectful.
Then I dare you.
Dare me?
Don't you do it, Jem. You'll get killed. And with Atticus so old, what would become of me?
Well,
Don't hurry me.
Scout Me's right behind you. Someone's at the window!
Carly, he was looking at me. He saw me.
Don't you ever do that again.
Where'd you get that chewing gum?
It was sticking in the knothole.
That tree right there? You spit it out right now.
I was just getting the flavor.
What if Boo Radley put it in there? What if it's poison? You go gargle.
It would take the taste right out of my mouth.
Now, how about we throw a pebble at the front door, and then if he sticks his head out and say we want to buy him ice cream. That'll seem friendly. He might feel better.
How do you know he don't feel good now?
How would you feel if you were stuck up inside a house for 100 years with nothing but cats to eat? Of course, you'd rather I throw the
Oh, better leave it to me.
You are not going to throw a stone at the Radley place.
I guess I'll just have to show you.
Jim,
Atticus!
just what were you about to do there, Jim?
Nothing.
I don't want any of that. Tell me.
We were, I was going to throw a pebble at the Radley place.
Why?
Because, sir, my name's Charles Baker Harris. Folks call me Dale. I'm staying here with my outreach. We thought that maybe, Mr. Radley, he might enjoy us.
I see. Son, I'm going to tell you something to tell you one time. Don't bother that man.
But why doesn't he ever come
That's
out?
his business. If Mr. Radley wants to stay inside, he has every right to stay inside. And free from the attention of inquisitive children. Now, how would you like it if I barge into your rooms at night without knocking?
Well, that's different,
Is it?
because we're not crazy.
What Mr. Radley does may seem peculiar to us. It does not seem peculiar to him.
But anyone who stays locked up
But
inside...
that's his business. There's something I'd like to ask of you, and if you do it, to get along a lot better with folks of all kinds. You see, you never really understand a person until you look at things from his point of view.
Sir,
So you climb into his skin and walk around him.
you want us to consider things from Boo Radley's point of view?
He means everyone.
You stay out of this.
Mr. Harris is right, although I am asking a bit much. Now, there's Cunningham.
I've got a much better plan. See ya.
After him, regardless of any plans you had, you're to stay away from that house unless invited. Here are Mr. Finch and turnip grates. Thank you very much. I'd say your bill is settled.
I'd like to pay cash for your services, but between the mortgage and the entailment, I don't know if
This
I
is just fine. Jim, please come take this sack to Cal.
You put in a lot of time.
Now let's see. There was a load of stovewood in the backyard, then a sack of hickory nuts, and at Christmas there was a crate of smilax and holly. And now a bag of turnip greens. I'm old and paid.
If you say so.
Oh, your boys in that class at school, Mr. Cunningham. We had a bit of a disagreement the other day.
Have a few with that boy myself, little lady.
I didn't actually beat him up. Bad.
Well, if he can't defend himself against a little girl, then he'll just have to take it. Much obliged, Mr. Finch.
Anytime I can be of help.
Why does he pay with stovewood and turnip greens?
Because that's the only way he can.
Are we poor, Atticus?
We are indeed.
As poor as the Cunninghams?
Not exactly. The Cunningham's a country folk, so the depression hits them the hardest. What was this trouble you had with my client's boy?
He He said some things I didn't like. So I rubbed his nose in the dirt.
Now that's not very ladylike. What did he say?
Things. And Atticus, I really think that we should talk.
Atticus, catch.
Hang on to it, son, not today.
Atticus, will you be going out for the Methodist for the touch football game?
What game?
It won't be till fall, but everybody's talking about it. It's for charity. The Methodists, they challenged the Baptists to a game of touch football.
I'm afraid it won't be much of help, Jim.
Everybody's father is playing.
Well, except yours.
Every other father.
I break my neck.
It's touch.
I'm too old for that sort of thing.
Atticus, do you think, when you had the time, scouting how to shoot our air rifles?
I've told you, kid. You'll have to wait for your Uncle Jack. He'll really show you.
Couldn't you show us?
I'm not interested in guns.
Not interested in anything.
Guess you better go with your football.
Atticus, tell me, what's rape?
Rape is carnal knowledge of a woman by force.
If that's all it is, then why did Calpurnia dry up when I asked her about it? Atticus, do you defend niggers?
Of course I do. But don't say nigger scout, that's common.
It's what everyone at school says.
Well, from now on, it'll be everybody. That's one.
Do all lawyers defend Negroes?
They do.
Well, then why does everybody at school make it sound like you're doing something awful?
There's some things you're not old enough to understand yet, Scout, but there's been a lot of high talk around town. I shouldn't be defending Tom Robinson. But I'm going to defend that man.
If they say that you shouldn't, then why are you doing it?
The main reason? I couldn't respect myself much now if I didn't, now could I? I couldn't tell you or Jim not to do something ever again.
You mean Jem and me wouldn't have to mind you anymore?
That's about right.
Why?
Because I could never ask you to mind me again. To tell the truth, I hope I get through life without a case of this kind, but Judge Taylor pointed at me and said, "You're it."
Are we gonna win it?
No, honey.
Why did you take it if you're...
Simply because we lived 100 years before we began. There's no reason for us not to try to win.
You sound like some old Confederate veteran.
Only we aren't fighting Yankees. We fighting our friends. But remember, no matter how bitter things get, we're still our friends. This is still our home.
Is there something that you want me to do, Atticus?
Just keep your head high and those fists down. And hopefully you can get by what's coming without catching Macomb's usual disease. Why reasonable people go stark raving mad whenever something that Negro comes up. Something I can't pretend to understand.
Well, the Tom Robinson case must be pretty important.
About right and wrong.
Suppose you're wrong about it.
How so?
Well, most folks think that they're right and you're wrong.
Well, they're entitled to think that. And they're also entitled to full respect of their opinion.
Dinner's ready.
But there's one thing that doesn't abide by majority rule, honey. And it's your conscience.
Jim, I got to talk to Atticus about the Tom Robinson case.
Is dinner ready yet?
Yes, but what Atticus said was, why do folks slow down as they walk past?
Yonder's some bitches. Savannah's his children. All he cares if niggas can run wild and like white women.
Miss Jean Louise,
Yes, Miss Maudie?
thought I heard Calpurnia call you in for dinner.
Yes, but that's ugly!
Come on, Scout.
I guess the Tom Robinson case isn't as new to you as it is to me.
I guess not. Tension in the town about the approaching trial beginning to get drum tight, and the talk began to get ugly. A few weeks later, something happened that made Atticus even more of a puzzle. But it had nothing to do with the trial. It had to do with a liver-colored bird dog named Q.
Why do I have to come home?
Because I something wrong with that old dog down yonder. Cal, can you come out a minute?
It's just Tim. He's gone lopsided is all.
What is it, Jim? I can't come out every time you want me.
There's something wrong with that old dog down yonder.
I can't rub up any old dog's foot right now.
He's sick, Cal. There's something wrong with him.
Trying to catch his tail?
No, he's doing like this.
You telling me a story, Jim Finch?
No, he's coming this way, Cal.
Inside, both of you.
He isn't even in sight.
Operator, Miss Ulamay, ma'am, get me Mr. Finch's office. Hurry.
Oh, you started something.
Mr. Finch, this is Cal. There's a mad dog coming down the street a piece. Jeff says he's coming this way. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, what's Atticus saying?
In a minute. Miss Ulamay, I'm done with Mr. Finch's office. Can you call Miss Crawford and whoever else got a phone on this street and tell them there's a mad dog coming? Hurry, please.
What about the Radleys? Do they got a phone?
Inside.
Oh, he's coming out, Mr. Radley. Oh, you better watch out.
Get back.
You always pick on me.
Stay back. Mr. Nathan, Mr. Boo, there's a mad dog coming here. Don't come outside. Mad dog.
She's supposed to go around the back.
Don't matter this time. Look, Cal, there he is. He's right there. Oh, old Tim's walking like his right leg is shorter than his left leg.
Atticus brought the sheriff.
Someone has to stop old Tim. Atticus, he's right
Stay on
there.
the porch, son.
It's back behind the Radley's pecan tree.
Not running, is he, Cal?
No, he's in the twitching stage, Mr. Heck.
Usually they go in a straight line, but you never can tell. The slope will probably bring him back into the road.
I thought that mad dog foamed at the mouth and jumped at your throat.
Hush.
There he is, Heck.
He just looks sick.
He's got it all right, Mr. Finch.
You're looking for a place to die?
Far from dead, Jim. Hasn't got started yet. It's a thin rain check. You better come down before he goes down the side street. Lord knows he's around the corner.
Inside.
If he gets any closer, I
I don't go in until he goes.
want to watch the sheriff.
You do it, Mr. Finch. You take it. Don't waste time, Heck. Go on. Mr. Finch, this is a one-shot job. Well, just stand there, Heck. Look where he is. For God's sakes, I can't shoot that bell, and you know it. I haven't shot a gun in 30 years. I'd feel mighty comfortable if you did now.
What's he gonna do with the rifle?
Heck?
Sweet Jesus, help us.
You got him. You got him. Yes. I think I was a little to the right. If I had my Giraffes, I'd take a shotgun. Dead as a doornail. Just a little to the right. Always was. I'll have someone come down with a pickup and take him away. You stay where you are.
Atticus?
Yes, son?
I didn't know.
I saw that one shot, Finch.
Jim, you and your sister stay away from that dog. He's just as dangerous dead as he is alive.
Yes, sir. Atticus?
What is it? What's the matter, boy? Can't you talk? Didn't know your daddy is.
I'll check. Let's get back to town.
What's your hurry now? Gotta get back to your speeches for the trial?
Don't remind me.
Maybe Tim wasn't really mad. Maybe he was just full of fleas and Atticus Finch shot him dead.
If that tune was still coming up the street, maybe you'd be singing a different tune.
Maybe I would. I'll admit I felt safer when I saw Atticus take the rifle.
Did you see him, Scout? He did it so quick.
Well now, Miss Scout, still think your father can't do anything? Still ashamed of him?
No, ma'am.
Forgot to mention the other day that he's the deadest shot in Macomb County.
Dead shot?
He was a boy, his nickname was Old One Shot. Something for you to think about, Jim Finch.
But he never said anything about it.
Wonder why he never goes hunting now.
Your father's anything to be civilized. Marksmanship like that is a gift from God. I think maybe he put his gun down and he realized that God had given him an unfair advantage.
It looks like you'd be proud of it.
People like your father never bother about pride in their gifts.
Boy, the lighthouse, I'm gonna tell him at school on Monday.
I don't think we should go around talking about it.
I'd like to find the Cunningham boy right now. Ain't everybody's daddy the deadest shot in Macomb County?
If he'd have wanted us to know, he would have told us.
Well, maybe it just slipped his mind.
It's something you wouldn't understand. You see, we don't have to talk about it any more than he does, but We know. And I don't care if he's 100 years old.
Hey, Mr. Bose, did you see my father?
Don't you say hey to me, you ugly little girl. You say good afternoon, Mr. Bose. If somebody doesn't come change your ways, you'll end up waiting on tables. A bench, waiting on tables in the OK Cafe. Ha!
What's the matter with her? Why is she so hateful?
Don't pay any attention to her, Scout. Just keep your head high. Be a gentleman.
A lovelier lady than your mother never lived. It's shocking the way Atticus lets her children run wild.
I'm with you.
We'll keep walking.
Not only a bench waiting on tables, but one in the courthouse lawn for niggers.
Let's just go inside, Jim.
What has the world come to with the benches going against their raising? Your daddy's no better than the trash he works for. He's a nigger lover.
Come on, Jim.
We'll fix her.
Keep your head high.
She has no right to.
Jim!
Just because Atticus. I'm sick and tired of everybody. Everybody!
Jim! Jim, you come back here right now! Jim, what are you
Go
doing?
home, Scout. Stay out of this.
Jim!
Hey, Scout.
Jim's gone crazy. He ripped the top off of every camellia bush that Mr. Bose owns.
Thought Jem had a slow feud.
Not anymore. He's gone mad.
He was saying things about your father.
Yes, Mr. Bose. How did you know? Oh, we found out something about Atticus today. Something real special.
About time.
He's the deadest shot in Macomb County.
That's what you found out?
Well, he is. And it's true. So it doesn't matter what folks say.
Wouldn't matter anyway.
What are you doing here? I thought you went to live with your folks in Meridian.
I did.
Then how in the same hill did you...
Well, you see, it's,
You're all must and dusty.
Of course I am. You see, I have a new father. He doesn't like me, so he had me bound in chains and left to die in the basement. Luckily, I was kept alive on raw field beans by a passing farmer who heard my cries for help.
But if you were chained in the basement, then how did
He
you
fed me a bushel of beans, pod by pod, through the ventilator.
Lucky for you that nice man was passing.
I worked myself free, pulled the chains from the wall. I wandered out of Meridian, where I encountered a small animal show, and they hired me to wash the camel.
How do you go about washing a camel?
I knew I was just across
How
the river.
did you get here, Dill?
I took $13 from the mother's purse and caught the 9 o'clock train from Meridian.
Why'd you run off?
I didn't run off, just thought I'd come back here, so
Are you going to stay with your Aunt Rachel?
I want to stay here.
With us?
You're gonna have a hot summer.
I don't care.
Jim.
You might want to come back later.
I'm not going.
Hey, Atticus. We have a visitor. It's Dill. He's back from Meridian. He knows how to wash a camel.
Dill?
Sir?
Jim? I just had a phone call recently. Are you responsible for the damage done to those flowers?
Yes, sir.
Why'd you do it?
Well, she said you lost her niggers.
And that's why you destroyed her garden.
Yes, sir.
Son, I have no doubt you've been annoyed with your contemporaries about me. Long for niggers, as you say. But to do something like that to a sick old lady is inexcusable. I strongly advise you to go over and have a talk with Mr. Bose.
Talk to her?
Right now.
But,
Go on, Jim.
But, sir.
Scout.
all right, I'll go talk to her.
And come straight home afterwards.
All that he was doing was sticking up for you.
Never thought Jim be the one to lose his head. Always thought I'd have more trouble with you.
Why do we have to keep our heads anyway? Nobody at school has to keep their head about anything.
You'll soon have to keep your head about far worse things. Your Aunt Rachel didn't mention you were coming back.
She doesn't know.
Please. Please don't tell her I'm here, sir.
Don't tell you.
He's run off.
Don't make me go back, sir.
Let me get things straight.
If you make me go back, I'll run away again.
Hold on, son.
He's living on raw beans.
Scout,
Let me do a little telephoning. Maybe you can stay the night. Let's stay a few days.
would you, sir?
Maybe a scout can get you something to go with the raw beans.
Oh, I'm fine. Not hungry at all.
I would think you'd be starving. Tell me, was your father really hateful like you said?
It wasn't like that. They just ain't interested in me.
You're not telling me right. Your folks couldn't do without you.
They can. They get on a lot better without me. They stay gone most of the time, and then when they're here, they're always off by themselves, and I can't help them any. They're not mean. They buy me everything I want, but then it's, now you've got it, go play with it.
Well, they must need you. Why, Atticus couldn't go a day without my help and advice.
You see, the special thing about your father, it's not that he's a dead shot, it's,
He made Jem go see Miss Dubose.
and don't you see why he did that?
Because it's his way?
And Jem will be all right. I'm staying here. I've got a brand new plan for bringing out the red.
Oh, do you want to see what else I found in the knothole of that tree? 2 Indian head pens, all slipped up.
Who would leave valuable Indian head pin?
Why do you reckon Blue Rattles never run off?
Maybe. He doesn't have anywhere to run off to. Okay, so for my plan, we need a box of lemon drops. I'll leave one on the front porch and then a roll going down the street. Now, near sundown, when he thinks it's safe, he'll come out and pick up the first lemon drop and he'll follow the trail like an ant, picking up more and more lemon drops going down the road. And as he's picking up these lemon drops, he's getting closer and closer to the old house, keeping on picking them up. More and more. He's got quite the gathering now.
A lot of lemon drops.
Oh, you were fooling, sir.
You've been quite the subject of considerable conversation.
What did Aunt Rachel say?
Well, at first they came under the heading of, his folks must be of their minds worried, and ended with, guess you can stay on for tonight anyways.
Hey, hear that?
I thought I'd better talk to your parents as well, so I called them too.
What did they say?
They could have been more agreeable. They said you could stay as long as you're not in the way.
Great! Isn't that great?
Sure it is, Scott. I guess they were looking all around Meridian trying to find me, wasn't they?
No, they thought you were probably stuck in some picture show.
Generally, they'd be right, too.
We'll be going through a difficult time, Bill. It'll be good to have you with us.
Do you mean that?
It'll be a help having you. There's a cottage gem here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Yes, I'll accompany you. Come on up, Heck.
I'd rather speak to you down here.
Oh, really?
What is it?
Well, there's only 2 reasons why grown men speak in the front lawn. That's there for politics. So, which is it?
Could be a little of both, Mr. Finch.
Well, we've read it solved. Well, maybe you and Dill can give Calpurnia a hand.
But I want to know what's happening.
You'll give Calpurnia a hand. Dill?
Don't you get any ideas that you can boss me around too?
They have business.
They moved Tom Robinson to the county jail this afternoon. I don't go looking for trouble, but I can't guarantee it won't be in.
Don't be foolish, Heck. This is Maker.
I'm just uneasy, that's all.
Well, the trial will probably begin the day after tomorrow. You can keep him till then, can't you? Besides, I don't think anyone would begrudge me if the client at times he's hot.
It's just that old Santa bunch. You know how they get when they're all shined up.
Are they drinking?
Could be. I don't see why you took this case. You've got everything to lose.
You really think so?
I do, Atticus. And I mean everything.
Heck, that boy might go to the chair. But he's not going till the truth is told.
Okay, Mr. Finch.
And you know as well as I do what the truth is.
Sure. I just thought I should keep you informed.
I appreciate it, Heck. Thank you. Well, son?
I told her I'd try and fix her garden. I said I was sorry, but I'm not. What was her taste?
There ain't no reason in saying you're sorry if you ain't.
How about what she said?
She's sick and she's old. I have work.
She wants me to read out loud to her for 2 hours every day. Atticus, do I have to?
You do.
But her house is so dark and creepy and shadows on the ceiling.
Well, I think that would appeal more to your imagination. Just imagine you're inside the Radley house.
He sure is in a peculiar mood these days. What was Tate talking about?
Death and politics.
Don't be silly. He was just saying that Tom Robinson got moved to the Macomb jail.
Your father said I could stay. He said I could take the cot in your room.
What are you going to read to Mr. Bowes?
I even know. Why would you want me to read out loud to him?
Seems like your father wasn't surprised.
Why wouldn't he be surprised?
Ask him.
Ask me what?
Nothing.
Your folks will be in bed by the time we get back, so I'll say goodnight now.
Where are you going?
Out? You might come earlier.
Why do you need a chair and a lantern?
I might have use for them. Look after things, Kyle.
My best is
Where's he going?
I couldn't guess. Only I won't. Get washed. All three of you.
Well, how really need a wash?
Why wouldn't she guess?
I would have just need a chair and a lantern. Before I go to sleep, I may go downtown for a while.
You got a case to look around?
I think I may come look around too.
What are you guys talking about? Wait,
Thanks for stopping by, Stephanie. The best view in town. First Atticus runs by with a chair and lantern. Then 3 children go after him. I can't imagine where.
My guess is the jailhouse. The jail is Macomb's only conversation piece. Its detractors say it looks like a Victorian privy.
And its supporters say it gives the town a good, solid, respectable look. And nobody would ever suspect that it's full of colored folk.
Go on, Stephanie.
The cake was heavenly.
there's a light from the jailhouse.
There he is.
Well, let's go and talk to him.
Scared.
I just want to ask him what he's doing up from the jailhouse.
Maybe we shouldn't bother him right now.
But
It's pretty late.
I just want to see where he was. He's safe, so... Well, let's go home.
after all this walking around, we might as well at least just go and talk to him. He can't hear me.
Oh, listen. It's cars. A whole lot of cars. I wonder what... Oh. Scout, we'll take a seat. We'll watch.
What's happening?
He in there, Finch?
He is, and he's asleep. Don't wake him up.
You know what we want. Step aside from the door, Mr. Finch.
And just turn around and go home, Mr. Cunningham.
Won't do that.
I don't see why not. That pig should be around here somewhere.
The hell he is! Heck, I'm so deep in the woods, he won't be out till morning. Didn't think of that, now did you, Mr. Finch?
Well, I thought about it. I didn't believe it.
Guess that changes things.
Oh, yes, it do.
Do you really think so?
He said, do you really think so?
That means he's gonna deal with somebody. I gotta see this.
No, Scout!
Hey, Atkins!
Scout!
I tried to hold it back.
Jim, take Scout and Jill and go home.
Will you be coming with us?
Son, I told you to go home.
I'll send him home.
Don't you touch him!
Look, I'm telling you to. Ah!
Scout, don't kick folks.
But
No, Scout.
nobody's gonna do Jem like that.
Now, Atticus, I reckon you best be getting your chums out of here. Now, we'll give you 15 seconds, Finch.
I ain't going.
John, please, take them and go.
No, sir.
This place ain't fit for no kids. Come on, let's get
Mr.
Come back
Cunningham! Mr. Cunningham, is that you?
Scout,
Mr. Cunningham, it's me, Scout, remember? You brought us a bag of turnip greens. Don't you remember? I go to school with your boy Walter. Walter's your boy, ain't he, sir? Ain't he, sir? Knew he was your boy. Maybe he talks about me because, well, I beat him up the other day. Will you tell Walter Hay for me? My father, he was telling me about your entailment. He said that entailments were
Come on, boys, figure it out. Boys! We're going home!
They're leaving.
Looks that way.
Atticus, can we go home now?
I think we can.
I thought Mr. Cunningham was a friend.
He still is. Just has his blind spots like the rest of us.
He was ready to hurt you.
That's because he's part of the mob. But a mob is always made up of people. Cunningham's still a man. What your children did. You made them remember that.
Mr. Finch, they gone?
They're gone, son. They won't bother you anymore.
Thank you, Mr. Finch.
You better get some sleep. You're gonna have a busy time.
You better get some sleep too, Mr. Finch.
That's my intention. Good night, Tom.
Could I carry the chair for you, Mr. Finch?
Well, thank you, son.
I just want to go home.
You two certainly don't mind very well.
Atticus, what was it that you said he did to Mr. Cunningham?
Put him in my shoes for a minute.
The next Monday, people were streaming into town like it was a Saturday. Seemed like the whole county was coming out to see Tom Robinson's trial. And where are you going? To the jitney jungle with a hat and gloves.
Well, I might just have myself looking at the courthouse. See what Atticus is up to.
Carefully doesn't hand you a subpoena. You seem to know so much about the case. When I reached the courthouse square, it was covered in picnic parties. It seemed the trial was to be a gala occasion. There was no room at the public hitching rail. Mules and wagons were parked under every available tree. People were washing down biscuits and syrup with warm milk from fruit jars. At the far corner of the square, Negroes sat in the sun, very quiet. At some invisible signal, they all got up and sided into the courthouse.
Let's wait until they all file in. Then we act.
Too late. There's no seats left.
You could come with me if you want to sit on the colored balcony.
Gosh, yes.
The trial's already started. Prosecutor's taking testimony.
In your own words, Mr. Tate,
I was called on by.
could you say it to the jury, Mr. Tate? Who called you?
I was fetched by Bob, Mr. Bob Fuel yonder one night.
What night, sir?
The night of November 21st. I was leaving my office to go home when Mr. Yule, came in, all excited he was, said, "Get to his house quick, some Negro raped his girl."
And did you go?
Certainly. Got in the car and went as fast as I could.
And what did you find there?
Found her lying on the floor. She was mighty well beat up, but I heaved her to her feet and she washed her face off in the bucket and said she was all right.
Go on.
I asked her who did this to her, and she said it was Tom Robinson. I asked her if he'd beat her up like that, and she said yes, he had. I asked her if he took advantage of her, and she said yes, he did. So I went down to the Robinson house and brought him back. She identified him as the one, so I took him in. That's all there was to it.
Thank you.
Any questions, Atticus?
Yes, Sheriff, did you call it, Doctor?
No, sir.
Why not?
Wasn't necessary, Mr. Finch.
And you
He's
did-
answered the question, Atticus.
He did not call a doctor.
Just trying to make sure, Judge. Sheriff, you say she was mighty banged up. In what way? Can you describe her injuries?
She had bruises coming on her arms, and she had a black eye starting.
Which eye?
Her left.
The left facing you, or the left looking the same way you were?
Her right eye, Mr. Finch, I remember now. She was banged up on that side of her face.
Please repeat what you said.
The right eye.
No, you say she was mighty banged up on the side of her face. Which eye?
The right side of her face.
That's all.
Robert, you?
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear to God.
Mr. Robert Yule.
That's my name, Captain.
And are you the father of Mayella Valley Yule?
Well, if I ain't, I can't do anything about it now. Her mama's dead.
Are you the father of Mayella Ewell?
Yes, sir.
Let's get this straight. There will be no audibly obscene speculations from anybody in this courtroom. Do you understand? All right, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you, sir. Now, could you please tell the jury, in your own words, what happened on the night of November 21st?
I was coming in from the woods with another candle. Just as I get to the fence, I hear Mayella screaming like a stuck hog inside the house.
Yes. You say she was screaming.
She was raising a holy rackets, and I get to the window, and now, Mr. Gilman, what I seen was, now, Mr. Gilman, now I seen that nigga right there, rotting on Mayella.
Mr. Jim, take this guy home. Mr. Jim, hear me?
Scout, you go home. Jill, take Scout and go home.
You can't make me.
It's okay, Reverend. I don't think she understands.
I most certainly do.
Same picture, Miss Scott. You boys either.
Quiet! There has been a request that this courtroom be cleared of spectators, or at least that of the women and children. A request that for the time being will be denied. People generally see what they look for and hear what they listen for. And they have the right to decide what's best for their children. You may feel there's something here to be learned, or you may decide not to face the problem. That is your decision. And I suggest you do it quickly. I am interrupting this trial for a 15-minute recess.